Namaste all of you. Again welcome you all in the RSV group of YouTube channels. Okay, so again we are here with a different topic of the similar chapter as we were discussed earlier. Land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Okay, so our topic is soil and its formation. So before coming to the soil, let us revise little bit. Okay, we were left the chapter on land degradation, how the land become degraded. Okay, so land degradation almost occurs because of some factors. The very important factor is when the upper layer of the soil or the surface, when exposed in the sunlight, it becomes degraded, or the mineral content, the nutrient content or the element content of the soil. Okay, when the soil become less in a single element or a content, it become degraded, or continuous farming of a single crop again and again on the same land in the same soil type, the soil become deficient in that particular element or mineral. Okay, so this is known as land degradation, and it is causing because of deforestation, cutting down of the forest of the trees in an uncurtailed manner, that is deforestation, and its solution is afforestation. On the one side we are cutting the trees, so as the number of trees we are cutting down, on the another side we have to plant that much more trees, right? Now the question is how the soil is formed. As we all know, soil consists of different minerals, right? So soil consists of different minerals, different elements it is in it. So naturally we are having the mountains, we are having the hills. Mountains and hills are made up of rocks. And what are rocks? Rocks are the composition of minerals, and that is what are soil. वही हमारी soil है. See, देखिए, during the daytime, when the sunlight is on highest scale, okay, the amount of moisture or humidity in the small capacities or the cavities of the hills, it is there, it squeezes out and it evaporates and goes to atmosphere. Okay, but during the evening time or the night time, when the temperature slows down, that humidity, that moisture again gets cooled down and it again goes into those cavities in the hills and the mountains, because soil is having the property, soil is porous in nature. Okay, so it have pores, right? So in that cavity, in those pores, the moisture gets inside. Now what happens? Because of this, when the water evaporates out, the cavity become contract. Okay, and in the night time it become relaxed. So because of this continuous contraction, relaxation, the particular rock, the particular part become weaker. And because of heavy rainfall, heavy snowfall or the blowing of heavy winds, the particular fragment breaks down, and because of the coming of rivers or the fast blowing wind, that particles keep on rolling. See children, only that part breaks which is weaker, because the harder part of the rock does not break. So because of the continuous rolling down of the fragment, it is continuously converting into minute fine particles, and when the rivers are coming down, when they reaches the ground, the rivers deposit the fine soil on the land surface. You all know children that Himalayan part, okay, from there are 3 rivers comes down, okay, and they deposited their finest composition on the northern plain. That is why northern plains are known as the most fertile plains. It is also known as Indo-Gangetic alluvial plains, right? So children, as we have discussed, soil is the important natural physical factor. Why? Because crops grows in the soil. Second one, it is the upper layer of the soil, that of the land surface. Soil is the upper layer. It is the finest layer of the upper surface of the crust. Right, children? When we are cutting the trees in an uncurtailed manner, in a tremendous amount, the upper layer of the soil exposed in the sunlight, the complete amount of moisture evaporates down. Okay, so that is why the land become degraded. This is also known as soil erosion, or when the flood comes, it takes away the upper layer of the soil with it. This is also known as soil erosion. Now see, land is there at its place. Why after deforestation it becomes degraded? Because trees, when they are on the land, their roots are inside. Trees की roots क्या करती हैं? They binds the soil with them. Okay, and when the trees are cut down, the soil become loose. Third point, its formation depends on its parent rock. Yes, the particular soil is rich in which mineral content. It is depending on its parent rock from where it is formed. Now children, we are having the topic that what factors leads to the soil degradation, that how the soil becomes degraded. The very first one, as we have discussed, is deforestation. Deforestation, again I am telling, cutting down of trees, cutting down of forest in an uncurtailed, unsystematic way is known as deforestation. Okay. So because of this, the soil become exposed and it become degraded. Second one, overgrazing. Overgrazing, see, the pastoralists, okay, or the people who are keeping cattle or livestock with them, they used to graze their cattle on the grazing grounds. Okay, sometimes what happens that their cattle overgraze the ground. What they do actually, they used to take their cattle to one ground, they graze there, and then they take away them to next ground. But sometimes the same cattle, they remain on the same ground and they even graze out the roots of the grass. So because of that, again the land become exposed and it become barren. Third one, overuse. See, when a farmer grows a single crop round the year, once or twice, the soil becomes deficient in one particular element. Say for example, pea plant. Okay, for the growing of pea plant, nitrogen is the most required element. Okay, so if the farmer grows pea continuously on the same field, the soil will naturally become deficient. Okay. Now the fourth one, chemical fertilizers and pesticides. You all know kids that population is increasing, and to satisfy their needs of the food, the growing of crops should be more faster. Okay, that is why farmers nowadays they are using HYV seeds, high yielding variety seeds. Okay, now for the fast growing of crops, we are still using chemical fertilizer, urea and others. Okay. And whatever plants, crops which are being grown, we want to get the total outcome. जो crops हैं उन्हें खराब होने से बचाने के लिए we are using number of pesticides. We are spraying on them, and sometimes number of times when because of rainfall, the pesticides हैं get mixed into water and then it goes into the ocean. So in this way the soil become degraded. Right? Now, along with this, we have number of more factors by which the soil become degraded. Okay. So, as we have read about what is soil, how it forms, and how it becomes degraded. In the next class, we will study about how we can conserve the soil. Till then, namaste all of you. Stay safe.